Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a first impression of the new Clarisonic foundation brush head. So excited to try this out. And it wasn't until like a few days ago that I even realized that I had this at home. I was going through some of my boxes and I was like, oh dang. Well, let's try it. I'm gonna put it to a test. I wanna see what it's all about. Honestly, I don't even really use a foundation brush all that often. A lot of the times I'll just kind of dab it onto the skin and then use a beauty blender, a beauty sponge, and let that do all the work. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what this is all about, if it works, if I prefer it over just my other technique, and if it is worth the $35 or $39, depending on where you are. I know if you're in the States, this is $35, Canada, $39. So this is just sold as an attachment and it does fit onto all of the Clarisonic devices. I currently own the Mia Fit, the Mia, I believe. Oh, what is all that goop? This is normally in my shower and I use it to remove my makeup and I can see all the residue goop left behind. I'm not gonna show it to you guys. So all you gotta do, I actually haven't even read instructions, but okay, we have got it on. The top here is very soft and I thought it was gonna be a little bit more dense, like a little bit more sturdy on the sides, but it seems to move around quite easily. And because there's nothing really on here besides Sonic Liquid Foundation Brush designed for fast, smooth, even complexion, cool, I'm just gonna take a look at the website. Smells kind of funky right now. Here's the breakdown. It's a brush head that is supposed to gently provide flawless and full foundation coverage in 60 seconds or less. You're supposed to be able to use it with everything. It says BB creams, obviously foundation, concealer, color correcting primers, liquid highlighter, contour products, and the only thing it says not to use it with is powder. For foundation, I'm going to try it with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have shade 7.5, which usually I believe is a little bit too dark. Oh no, did I use too much? Because it's been extremely sunny this week, I did kind of get a little bit of a tan. So I'm just gonna start with that much product, and it does say that you're supposed to use less product by using the foundation brush, and it also says to start on the lowest speed. So let's turn this bad boy on. Here is what the slower speed setting looks like. And then the fastest. Okay, let's zoom you guys in. It's getting hot in my makeup room. I'm gonna start on the slowest speed setting. And you're supposed to barely even have to move it, like you're not supposed to have a heavy hand at all. Oh. It feels nice. Like, kind of feel, okay, that feels weird on the nose. Okay. I don't see any brush strokes, and I can see obviously where I just didn't get it with foundation up here, but that was quite nice. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some more, and I really hope that the foundation color isn't like throwing you guys off on camera or anything, but this is going to be my summer foundation. Take two. What I was really scared about it doing was moving the foundation around and not actually having time to like let it sit. I don't see it happening like crazy, although it did just take some off of the cheeks. Oh, it actually fits in this little area right here. I usually kind of cover the brow by accident when I have my beauty blender, but that just fits right in there. I think that looks quite nice. And it almost has that airbrushed effect, and I am digging it. One thing I just have to remember is to have a really light touch. I kind of want to go in, but that's not the correct way to use it. I just feel like you're so used to using this in the shower, like for exfoliation and cleaning your makeup. Oh. All right, first I want to do a little bit, or should I do it with the brush? It probably won't turn out all that well, so I'm just gonna use some concealer first. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in medium. Just gonna apply a little bit of this underneath the eyes. And now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of contour, and for this I'm using the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. also in medium. And no, I'm gonna do this one. Sometimes I do that and it's a little bit too dark. I'm going to put this into the hollows. I need to make that face. Okay. And some up in the hairline. This cream is pretty, did I use the wrong one? Oh gosh, it's pretty dark, but we're gonna try and blend that out. I just actually don't have a lot of cream contour. So I know a lot of people don't like to use creams because this is super overwhelming and they're like, how do I blend it out and keep it looking natural? So this seriously will be the test because I'm not doing anything really crazy besides just going around in circular motions, barely applying product. And get ready, I'm gonna do it right now. Whoa, that's pretty good. It's just pretty dark because I applied a really heavy color. Let's move up here. I always shut one eye when I do this area. I don't know why. It's like I can see it better. Not bad, you guys, just obviously way too heavy, so word to the wise, just don't use as much product as I did. Oh, you seriously, so beautiful. It just makes it look flawless. Let me just look at what this looks like on camera. Yes, obviously way too much product, but that's actually probably better for this first impression because then you can actually see what it's doing. You know how sometimes when you use creams, if you don't blend it out right, it can kind of look muddy? That is not the case with this. I'm just gonna try and blend it in a little bit more and try and take off a little bit of product. It's looking a little bit too crazy up in certain areas, so I'm gonna take some of the lighter highlighter now and pop this here in hopes that we can kind of tone some of this down, but also just continue to try this thing out and see if it really works. I literally just did my full face with this, and that kind of blows my mind a little bit. Oh, blush, I forgot. I almost forgot about blush. There is one in this palette, so I'm just gonna go for it. I don't normally use a cream blush. It's just not my thing. Although, when I want my makeup to stay on longer, I will use it because layering products is key for long wear. Guys, it looks good. So you can leave it more pigmented like that, but that's not my thing. So I'm gonna keep blending it in, working it out. And before I was a little bit hesitant about trying it with the concealer. I still kind of am because this is something that I'm very particular about. It has to really, like, I am a firm believer of either tapping it in with your finger or the beauty sponge for this area. I usually don't even like a brush, but I'm gonna try it. Here we go. It's a little bit harder to get into this area, but it looks good, like good enough. I might just have to kind of tap it in. I'm gonna go ahead and set this while it still looks good. This has won me over, you guys. Honestly, look at how good it looks. Like, I don't mean to toot my own horn here, but it looks really good. The best way for me to put it, again, is just airbrushed. It really does give you that airbrushed, flawless finish. And usually, yes, I will say, this is a really good foundation. And creams usually tend to make your skin just look really nice. But you saw how heavy it was. It was a little bit carried away at the beginning, and I was able to kind of blend it out. And not by doing anything crazy, but by just going over the area a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And I was able to come up with something that looks like this. And I'm not kidding you guys, in real life too, my skin looks so good. I finished up, and while I was doing the rest of my makeup, which by the way, I just added some bronzer, some blush, highlight, obvi, and then did my eyes just to complete everything. But while I was doing it, I was like, how would I describe this to my family? Like, if my mom and sister asked about this, what would I say? That sounds funny, but I try to keep it real. So Obviously, you guys know I like the product. I thought it really made my foundation look flawless. It evened out my skin tone really nicely and quickly, and I thought that would be something really easy for people to use, especially if foundation maybe it just isn't your thing or you just don't really know how to do it. But when I started doing my contour with it, that cream highlight, the blush, the concealer, that's when I was like, okay, this product is awesome. It's a definite must try if you already own a Clarisonic at home. Now, if you don't, I don't know if it's worth you going out and buying the Clarisonic, then the foundation brush head on top of that, because that's a lot of dough. But again, if you already own this, a lot of makeup brushes or foundation brushes cost about the same as this one does. So I feel like you're not gonna break the bank by just buying it to try it, which, oh, another thing, it doesn't soak up a lot of product. I was just looking at that, and a lot of the time certain brushes or sponges just soak it all up. This one didn't seem to do that, so that's a definite plus. I hope you guys liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you've tried this product out, let me know what you think of it in the comments. And I also want to know what else you want to see me do first impressions of or reviews of, so leave those in the comments as well for me to check out, and I will try to do those videos for you real soon. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos, and you can also check out my vlog channel, Life with Trina. I'm putting a link right here. Head over there, subscribe, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.